Hello, we are MiKo Couple.
We want to talk about a little bit about relationship today.
Yeah, that's right. Specifically, we want to talk about something that happens to girls that they probably find very frustrating that boys do.
I believe that there are a lot of girls who are really feeling frustrated because of the boys who never tell you that he's into you.
Maybe the girl feels like she's being strung along a little bit, the boy going out with her a lot or texting her, talking with her a lot, but never talking about what he thinks the relationship is.
Here's a story that happens to many girls, including me.
And including my sisters.
If there's any of you guys having problem with a guy who texts you all the time or talk on the phone all the time,
And maybe his intention is a little ambiguous.
yeah, then hear us out today. Here's my personal story that very recently happened to me. I decided to share the story with you guys today.
Just act like you're telling me the story.
Okay. So before I tell this story, I'm telling you that I don't have any bad feeling about him. So one of my friends recently texted me that one of my friends getting married, and that friend used to be my crush. And also I believed that he was interested in me too, because we always talk to each other and on the phone. And while I was living in Kenya, even if there was a time difference, he waited for me until late at night to talk with me. So I thought, oh, okay, I think he's interested in me too. And also he sometimes asks me out to have dinner and go to cafe and have a little fun. So I thought it's really obvious. However, I just found out from my friend that he's getting married. He's been dating a girl for 6 years.
So during the time that you just said he was waiting for you, talking with you, meeting with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
So as soon as I heard the news, I felt like it's really surprising. Everything is just solved out in one moment. Because I was always wondering why he never asked me out, even if it was really obvious that he's into me.
Right. So the interest was always, you felt like very obvious, but the important next step was never taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks to that, I could meet him, and then finally we are having a great time together. But anyway, it was really surprising for me when I heard that news. I had no idea that he had a girl.
And we think this kind of situation a lot of girls have probably experienced and have been in a similar thing. So we want to share the way you get out of that.
So what I learned from this situation, girls, you need to take a stand too.
Right.
I am a kind of girl who never ever asked boy out. I just waited until they just came to me and asked. And then I actually been thinking that it wasn't a bad idea, because I didn't have to take a risk from that behavior, because it takes a lot of courage to do that.
Right.
I know. Because I never asked his feeling about me and never asked him out, I didn't get any chance to ask his real feeling about me. Now, I feel like everything gets more ambiguous.
Right. And, even if you are this kind of style of girl where you don't want to put yourself forward and make a move or something, you feel like, oh, the guy should do it. You have that sort of traditional conservative thinking. It is still completely traditional and conservative to ask a guy what his feeling and intention is. That's not even you making the first move. That's you asking him what his first move means. Because if he's been asking to meet you and talking with you frequently all the time and calling you and showing concern for your life, that is a form of making the first move. And it's totally fair to follow up on that and say, what does this mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
And I realized that even if he's not really into you, at the moment, you will get hurt.
Right.
Of course. It's going to be hurt. But once you tell your feeling to the boys, it might make you feel regret. But I'm sure later in the future, it's going to be better in the long run.
Right. And also, it's good to keep in mind that it's not fair and it's not right for the boys to be acting that way, to string you along and make you wonder. To string you along and make you wonder and think, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on? And essentially taking a part of your life and not returning anything for that. You shouldn't just give up a huge chunk of your time just wondering and wondering and wondering, what is he thinking? What is he thinking? And then nothing ever happens.
Right.
That's not right. And you should stand up and ask what's going on.
If you didn't tell about your feeling to the boys, then you also will regret too.
Right, and it'll be even more regretful feeling.
Yeah.
Life isn't going to always be safe and easy. Sometimes you have to take a step to make something happen, and one option might be hard, but the other option might be harder. And what we're advising is going to help you avoid the harder option and make it just be easier. Even though it still could be painful, it's not going to be as bad. So there's our advice, and we hope that this will give you more courage to maybe make a step, ask what's going on, help you get out of, what is going on kind of situation, and improve things for you. And you never know what will happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was for our video today. I hope you have a great relationship with girls and boys.
And I'm sure there will definitely be the one for you who are listening and watching. So we wish the best for you, and as always, we thank you for watching. And if you can, subscribe. We would really appreciate that because it's very kind of you and it does help the channel out quite a bit. All right, until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, so as he just defined the problem,
So during the time